Alright. Yo. Good morning.
Hello.
USA. Welcome to...
Good morning.
Is this the first Major League match?
This is the first Major League match, the beginning of Major League of the 5-digit United States Cup of 2026. Here we are! I'm Bless, joined today in the casting booth with Laren. How are you doing, buddy?
Awesome, bro. I'm so excited, man.
Yeah, another year, another summer, another 5USC. I'm raring to go.
Let's freaking go, man.
There's so many strong teams this year. Major League is looking really stacked.
Let me try to figure
out
where do I put this this Discord overlay.
Probably right around there, honestly.
Let's see if it hopefully doesn't get covered up by the chat. Alright, I don't even see their chat actually. Do I have to relaunch?
Are you at
Oh no, I got it. There it is.
Oh no, there it is. Alright.
Good enough.
There we are. Today we have Massachusetts A versus Maryland A. An Eastern showdown. It's two teams historically ranging from decent to good. Once again in the middle of the pack this year. Massachusetts seating just above them at 15 versus Maryland at 18th. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the matchup here, as despite the close seeding, it's not looking as close as one might think. I feel like this matchup is quite deceptive, and although there will be a lot of people rooting for Maryland here, it's not exactly looking the best for them. Just looking through some stats real quick, Massachusetts with their 15th seeding, they have a lot of mediocre scores, which are still hanging in with Maryland, and then they also have a handful of scores which are really up there, really stand out. So if we're looking at quals, we have the Nomad 2 placing 5th, the Nomad 4 placing 2nd.
Oh my god, wait, what? They're already in
as well.
Yo, I'm sleeping. Number 3, but I didn't even get to see the bands. Alright, we'll get that
I guess we are already into the map. We'll figure out the bands in just a second, as we're already in Hidden 1, which I think is Maryland's pick. Hopefully we can resize Sorrenthi's window at some point. But yeah, this is the perhaps one of the few saving graces for Maryland, as this is one map where they do outseed Massachusetts by quite a significant margin. 7th as opposed to 24th for Massachusetts, with around a 700,000 score difference. And also, just speaking to that directly, is Sunny Bunny, probably one of the standout players on their team. Really good at the hidden aim, has incredible mechanics and skill cap, and hidden aim just so happens to be their main thing. So gonna be looking for a nice FC, as we are in the Major League today. I know we had a little minor league showdown last night, but we are into the big leagues. We are looking to see some FCs on this low SR 5.8 star pool. So into the first break, Evison the only one to break so far. And really solid axe held across the board is going to lead into a 150k score lead for Maryland for now. And yeah, Evescent unfortunately finding that early break, and the wide angle is not going to be catching anyone off guard. Maryland is looking really comfortable as they look to secure their first point. Still about a third of the map left to go, and there's are some flowy, slightly space burst left in the map. But this is quickly looking to be getting out of hand and out of reach for Massachusetts.
Yeah, just look at that accuracy gap between the two teams. Really, really solid lead for Maryland.
Yep. Into the ending, Sunny Bunny and Better Meme are going to be dropping on some of those aim patterns there. But is there enough time? I don't think there is. It's rapidly closing.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's traded.
Evason trading, but Sorrenti and Jose still holding. It's going to flip. It's going to flip. And oh my goodness. That is not how you want to start that off, Maryland.
Oh,
that score went rocketing in the other direction at the end. And tragedy strikes as the entire team chokes away their FCs. And chokes away a break point.
Was that Maryland's pick? Anyone know?
Yes, that is his Massachusetts' pick next.
Alright. So...
and then I believe if you have access to the ref sheet... Do you have access to the ref sheet?
Yes. Or actually, give me a sec.
Yeah, if you have access to the ref sheet, then you'll be able to see the bans, and we can get that up on our UI. And we can get back into the map select screen.
Wait, there's a crown, but there's no star? Hold on. Alright. Massachusetts pick. Right?
Okay, so we do have the bands, nutriment.
Let me get that.
Alright, anyway, as we do get these bands sorted out, it is going to be just a Hard Rock 1 pick right away. This team quite comfortable on the Hard Rock mechanics if we're looking at who they have. Alua, of course, a well-known aim player. This time accompanied by who I actually believe is going to be the core this year, Celatar and Serenthi is who I would think it is. Jose gonna be more of a hidden player as well as a Vescent, and then they also have Yuka Yuyu, their tapping spawn, hanging out in the back. Which would leave the remaining 3 players, Alua, Celatar, and Serenthi, to cover the Hard Rock aim. And we are seeing that play out so far in the lobby. As for Maryland, it's a little less clear. Just looking at their players and what they play specifically, not even just taking the qualifier stats out of the picture for a moment. Kane Heartsteel, quite well-rounded, also known as, actually, I guess he name changed back to Zella. So I would expect to see him come in for this. And Sunny Bunny, despite historically struggling a lot with anything that is AR10 and above, so the Hard Rocks and the DTs, they did get a high refresh rate monitor recently. So he should no longer be crippled on Hard Rock and DT, and hopefully is able to put some of those crazy mechanics to use there. So if that has been developing, if that situation has been developing, then I would expect to see Sunny Bunny in for this. And then most likely just Calico Cat or Hola Banana as their third man. Maybe we can switch back to the lobby scene just to see who's in. And it will be Skins1 Fan 1 actually coming in with Calico Cat and Hola Banana. So no Zella and no Sunny Bunny for Maryland. A little bit of a curious decision on this, but we'll see how it pans out. You know, the SR is so low, everyone is basically expected to FC, and at that point it really just comes down to comfort and who's feeling it on the day in the lobby, who thinks they can hold on to their combo for long enough. And on the other side for Massachusetts, we actually will not be seeing Alua. Instead, it's going to be Jose stepping in. They are able to play some Hard Rock, and of course this is low SR, so they should be fine on this as well. Alua, notably recently not feeling so great on the raw aim mechanics, has been leaning more into the tech and ult control side of skills, so perhaps not really going to be seeing them, and maybe it's going to be Jose or someone else taking their place for those aim picks. We are into this first TI section here. Hola Banana, the only one to find a miss so far. Everyone else still holding on to their combos, and that's going to result into a little over 100k score lead at the moment for Massachusetts. It is their pick, so of course going to be being pretty happy about that as they look to hold their combo through the first TI section, and all three members will succeed in that. Get a little checkup as the scoreboard pops up. Hola Banana can be dropping their combo again. Right before the start of the second TI. Everyone else looking pretty comfortable so far. Really good accuracy on Serenthi, 99% just about. Solitar hanging around 95-96, as is Jose.
Yeah, this one should be in the
really
bag for Massachusetts.
Yeah. It's really just Serenthi with that standout accuracy, but yeah, with Hola Banana breaking twice and no one else breaking. Of course, with Major League, you really do have to FC or die on such low SR pools like we have here in the first week. This is the big leagues. Jose gonna be dropping the combo, choking away the FC, but it's not gonna matter at this point. Hola Banana is just broken one too many times. And Massachusetts is gonna put that one away.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate miss for Hola Banana. Maybe if he missed later, there would have been a chance, but unfortunately, that's gonna be another point for Massachusetts. Shout out to Skins1Fans1 for playing Hard Rock, though. I know he usually doesn't.
Yeah, I was looking at the notes, and it seemed like they were more of like a hidden player. So usually you don't see too many of those. But Serenthi out there, I do want to point out, with over 1 million score, 99 accuracy, looking really comfortable on that map. And Massachusetts, that will be breakpoint consolidated as the pick goes back to Maryland. It's going to be the captain going right into a DT3 pick. This was one of their closer maps in quals compared to Massachusetts. Just a difference of about 200k score despite 7 placings as the gap. Maybe with a little lower skill cap on this map compared to quals, the players will be more comfortable trying to just put out an FC.
Am I tripping, or is Zella purple and not blue?
Zella is purple. I do not know why.
Alright. Might need to fix that.
Telling Alua to get out of his spot. I guess this is a map that Alua would come in for at this point, given where he is as a player, not really on the aim mechanics, but more so on
I think you're right.
the alt stuff.
Wait, no, they're all... Oh, wait. There it is. He's blue.
Oh, I see. So I guess purple is just...
Not in the slots, I guess.
I think purple is just red team, and it's just displaying like that in the chat due to the custom UI we have.
No, I don't think so. He's gray on the tournament client, and I think gray equals purple on this overlay. Someone on red team type. Let's fact check this. Alright, anyways. Well, not sure about alright, I guess good luck's coming out. Alright.
Right.
Got the rosters in, sorry, let me go.
Yep. Well, we'll see who's coming in here. It is gonna be Zella, as expected. This is kind of what he plays. Likes the no mod 3s, likes the alt maps. And this is just alt with the double time mod applied. So he's gonna be feeling right at home here. On the other side, it is just that 2-man core returning of Serenthi and Solitar. This time accompanied by Vescent. Surprisingly enough, they are, however, quite the DT specialist, according to what the wind has said, what the little birdies have told me. And apparently he got top 3 on Massachusetts' stats in every single DT slot.
Wow.
So, yeah, I guess we should just expect to see them in for all the DTs.
Hola Banana finding another early break in this map. It is still kind of on Maryland's side, but it will slowly move back to Massachusetts. Yeah, especially with Zella missing there.
That is a rough miss to see.
Okay.
And Banana dropping it again.
Yeah, guys, so the map is already halfway done. Unless Massachusetts completely falls apart here, it's going to be another point for them.
Yeah, and Serenthi and Celtar, well, mostly Serenthi here, just looking so stable. Really good accuracy on this map as well, 97%. The highest in the lobby at the moment. Was looking really comfortable on the Hardock one as well, just looking really comfortable overall today. They're still holding on to their combo, and actually Celtar was a Bancho break, excuse me. So still 3 full combos on the side of Massachusetts. Zella once again gonna be dropping his combo, and this is quickly run way out of hand. 700k and climbing in the favor of Massachusetts, and
they won't get the triple FC though.
Unfortunately, no, as Avescent does drop, but Serenthi and Solitar, presumably the top 1 and top 2 in stats on their DT tryouts.
Yep. Checks out.
Given what we're seeing here so far.
Shout out to Calico Cat for the FC on Maryland. You know, not the greatest act compared to his teammates, but he did hold. So unlucky for Maryland, unlucky pick. Another breakpoint, and that's 3-0 for Massachusetts.
Yeah, and this is what I was kind of alluding to regarding their qualifier stats and how the raw seeding doesn't really tell the whole story. With Massachusetts, they have standout picks that they're clearly really strong on, and then they have some mediocre to quite decent seedings on the rest of the maps. Whereas when we look at Maryland, they're kind of just saved by their Hidden 1 and Nomad 4, which... Okay, they did have a really good chance at winning the Hidden 1 with just a couple unfortunate breaks. But the Nomad 4 and then likewise the Hardock 1, which was another one of their good placing, those are both matched and actually outperformed by Massachusetts. And then on their other good seeding was DT2, but that was DT2. That map is... So many teams scored so high on that.
Why did I do that?
It's hard to say.
Give me a sec. Oh my. Alright, give me a sec.
And then I will also point out that the only other map that they outperformed them on, which was Easy 1 by 10 placings, just around 200k score, that was banned. As was the other reading map in the pool, Hidden 2, so...
what map is this?
Force Mod 1 is next.
And what was Massachusetts' first pick again?
They picked... Hard Rock?
Yeah, Hard Rock 1, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Accidentally pressed refresh.
Okay. So it's a Force Mod 1 pick here. Remember, in this year's edition of 5USC, we do not have free mods. It is all Force mods. Everyone has to take a mod. So it really tests your team's mod pool depth.
Let's see the rosters so far. I guess we can't see the mods, but...
Yep. So Serenthi Celatar, basically what you would expect.
Yep, their skins won probably on the Hidden.
Yep. And Zella presumably on the Hard Rock. I would be a little surprised to not see Sunny Bunny in for the Hidden. He is quite efficient at the mod, but no, it's going to be Hola Banana instead. So maybe just not feeling confident on the low SR and their ability to FC maps, but we do have the GLHFs in chat. Presumably, it is Jose on the Hidden with Serenthi and Celatar on the Hard Rocks for Massachusetts. get into some more mechanics consistency in the Force mod. Angelica is the name of the game. Air 9, CS 3.8, so quite balanced. These are typically pretty balanced stats that you'll see on a lot of free mod 1s or Force mod 1s.
Honestly,
in the modern day for the Air 9 hidden mechanics, and then CS 3.8 to make the circles not too small on Hard Rock.
Honestly, I would say this is slightly Hard Rock favored, just because, like, I mean, maybe not everyone's too comfortable on AR9 hidden, but on Hard Rock, the circles are still plenty big, so not quite challenging. And
Yep.
looks like we will have skins 1 on the solo hidden, and the other team will also be running a solo hidden. So Hard Rock preference for both teams, and it does seem like nobody missed, but actually Ak is pretty even.
Yep. Hey.
And we will see both hidden players having the best accuracy on their team, with no surprise. Getting into the first Ki here, let's see if both teams can hold just a bit of aim. Ooh.
Yep, here we go. Saltar gonna be the first to miss on those wide angle aim patterns.
And the Ki has ended, so should be free combo for all the other players right now. Hopefully no unfortunate drops here for either team. Oh my god, and as I say that, Ola Banana finds a random slider break.
Straight up by Jose though.
Yeah, but he does miss again.
Yeah, Ola Banana not having the best of times so far today. A few unfortunate misses in most of the maps that they've been on. They are the newest member of the 5USC team, so perhaps a little bit of nerves in adjusting to playing on the big stage.
Okay, Jose missing again should pretty much solidify this lead for Maryland as they look to get their first point. 2 FCs versus 1.
Yeah, it seems like Whole Banana missing this time will not matter for this map, as Skins1, Fan1, and Zella are holding on to their FCs.
Bit of Bancho lag. Hold up.
Serenthi, his accuracy has recovered nicely, but still not quite enough to match that of the hidden players, namely Skins1, Fans1, all the way up at 99%. And that plus the 2 FCs, of course, can be resulting around 250k score lead as we go into this last Ki section, and this last Ki is basically the end of the map. There is no outro here. And the score gap is almost 300k. I think this one is a shut and closed case. Whole Banana gonna be misaiming on the wide angles once again. But Zella and Skins1 Fans1 holding on. Serenthi doing his best, but it's not gonna be enough. It's unfortunate that Salatar found a break earlier in the map.
Well, there it is.
But that's going to be a break point for Maryland.
Solid.
They're going to find themselves on the board.
Yep, finally. Let's go. Shout out to Skins1 with Skins1 Fan1 with that insane accuracy on the hidden.
Yep. And now this is actually almost all the mods out of the pool now, I believe. It's only DT and no mod, because the hidden 2 Hard Rock 2 were banned. The hidden 1 Hard Rock 1 were picked. And there goes the Force mod 1. Easy and Flex. Well, Flex is no mod. But Easy also banned. So that just leaves a couple DTs and then basically all the no mods. Interesting scenario we find ourselves in is neither team having touched the no mods yet. Only Maryland dipping into the DTs so far. Be interesting to see where they go from now on this. I do think the Force Mod 1 was a bit of a mispick given the mod diversity of Maryland. It's just one of the maps that they can be more comfortable on, given their distribution of players. It is a little bit awkward compared to Massachusetts having really comfortable players on both mods. It's going to be the No Mod 3 for Maryland. picked by John
Whoa.
Alt himself. Zella gonna be pulling his team along, saying, "Get in here with me. I'll take you guys to victory." This is where their comeback starts.
Okay, I just got like an error message. Like this beat map says it's corrupt, but I mean it's loaded, so let's see what happens.
All right.
Wait, is this a pending beat map? That has
I'm not
caused
sure.
issues in the past.
Regardless, it'd be nice to see that lobby scene.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, the map pick. See who is trickling into here. Alua probably gonna be able to come in for this one finally. Accompanied by Jose, and it is a bit of a toss-up when you put Jose in for the easy, or the No Mod 3, excuse me.
Yep.
You kind of have to choose between Celatar and Serenthi on who you want for your third member. It's actually going to be neither of them. It's going to be a Vescent.
Skins one, Ben's one coming in for
Interestingly enough.
No surprise there. Villikai funds coming out.
Yep. Well, we'll see if Zella, John Alt himself, can carry his team to victory on this one. It is low SR, but it is still a No Mod 3 slot that is historically players have struggled to find multiple FCs on.
Skins one.
Even in Major League, not a lot of high scores out of quals. Seeing a lot of Bancho lag. Hopefully those issues will get resolved soon enough.
See.
Yeah.
Yo.
Well, as we play through this slideshow,
yeah, he's had
Mr. Streamer Man.
He has had connection issues in the past, notably during AIDS 3. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully it's a me problem. Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me switch.
Yeah. Well, I think this is just a. I mean, the rest of the clients are also lagging to hell, so we'll see. As we kind of play through our slideshow here.
Yeah, Surf is in.
This is quite a short map for alt maps. Just over 2 minutes. Usually see them quite a bit longer than 2 minutes, usually more around the 3-minute range. Pretty rare to see 2-minute No Mod 3. Looking at the combos, it's really hard to tell what's going on because there's so many Bancho breaks, and I don't believe for a second that Zella's combo is real, but it might be given his score. So that would mean Sunny Bunny is the only FC holding on at the moment, and a 150k score gap without Skinsman Fans One would mean that it's probably on the side of Maryland as long as he is matching Alua's score, who's Alua not having the best of times despite supposedly being really comfortable on the No Mod 3 skill set recently. On the control skill sets.
Bro, Skins are just totally out for me. Okay, well. I mean, is that a 2v3? Is that real?
Well,
it looks like it's real.
Solid oh my god, that is a FC from Sunny Bunny, and we come back and they're just 2v3.
Maryland is back.
So it wasn't Zella pulling his team to victory. It was actually Sunny Bunny jumping out in front of him and saying, "No, you're following me."
Wait, is this No
I'm
Mod
putting you in the
3
backpack.
or 4?
No Mod 3.
Got it.
Really good pick from Maryland. And they do pull up 2-3. Just one break point away from tying things back up here. Massachusetts, they still do have a lot of good picks. The tapping, although they did seed quite well in comparison, it's a bit of a toss-up. As they did heavily outseed Maryland on the no mod 2, but then the script was sort of flipped on DT2.
No mod 2.
But it will be the no mod 2 pick. Celatar, quite a decent tapping player.
Love the map.
As is Serenthi, and I believe this may be the appearance of Yuka Yuyu. Their first appearance.
So far we have Zella and Skins still in the lobby for Maryland, but I would expect at least Skins to go out. Not the greatest tapping player.
Yeah. And you would definitely hope that Zella doesn't have to play tapping.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure he could, but definitely some better options, I think.
Yep.
Let me switch to the gameplay. We have some players trickling in for Maryland now. Calico Cat.
The Scouts.
Better Mel.
Yep.
Better Meeman.
Better Meeman. Yes, Meeman.
And Sunny Bunny. He's back to carry another no mod.
So the Scouts do tell me that Better Meeman and Calico Cat are the two main tapping players of this team. Maybe a Hula Banana not feeling so good, although it looks like they normally do sort of just fill on general mechanics on everything, whatever they're needed for, but Sunny Bunny looking to show what they can do on the tapping as well. On the other side, it will be Celatar and Yuka Yuyu, their tapping spawn, coming in for his first ever 5USC match. Welcome to the stage. And then rounding out the squad is going to be Evescent. It's going to be Serenthi taking a back seat for this one.
Looks like Bancho problems are fixed. Except for that score.
It does look like it.
Score's good. Alright.
Yep. So I'm guessing it was just Skins 1 fan 1.
Or the map. I'll probably have
with
to
some
read down
connection
the map.
issues.
Like a scary error message.
Probably. Alright, well, we are into the No Mod 2 Get Your Wish Sylvester or Something remix by Porter Robinson. Just some 190 stamina, pretty simple flow on these linears. Gonna wanna look to hold really good act as it will be Calico Cat actually on an SS at the moment. We'll see how long they can keep that up. Better Meeman also looking comfortable at a high 98. Sunny Bunny down at the 95. Meanwhile, we have two 98s on side of Massachusetts with a 96 from Celatar. The only person to drop combo in the lobby so far. Yeah, this is a bit of a burner. Clocking in at just under 4 minutes of drain time. And as you've seen already, just a lot of streams with stamina.
Yep. Still early into the map, but we're gonna enter the first KI here.
Yep, and we are some act drops on Celatar. Everyone else still holding quite well though. Calico Cat did drop his SS at some point, but still holding on to really good act.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's gonna be holding on to the stream so far. Next big section here. We'll have some act drops coming in from Everson.
Matched by Better Meeman, however, and Sunny Bunny. More act drops coming in ever across the board. Actually, Celatar is looking to have recovered nicely. Just a little bit of a trip up in the beginning. But given how things are going so far, maybe that small miss at the start was fatal.
I mean, they do have the accuracy lead. That's what's keeping the score lead or score gap so close. So if any player on Maryland breaks, it will probably swing back Massachusetts' way immediately.
Yep. Maryland looking comfortable for now, but they cannot rest on their laurels yet. They have an advantage, but they really need to finish the job, bring it home. The advantage is perhaps smaller than it looks. Actually, at this point, it does look quite small. It's only 200 combo down on Celatar. That could easily be recovered by an accuracy difference.
Alright,
Here we go, into last Ki. Big act drop from Sunny Bunny into the start of those streams. But still 70k score lead for their team. Some more act drops coming in from Better Meeman. Everyone's still holding on.
They're doing it.
Can they hold on into the last stream? Here we go. Some more act drops.
Oh
Look at
my!
and the score's just gonna
completely falls apart.
It rockets.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. It looked like a slider break for one of the players, but one of them definitely did miss. And that's going to be map over 200k for Massachusetts. Only the one, yeah, just the one miss from Celatar on the entire team. ASS. Solid performance.
Yep. And some unfortunate FC chokes once again on the side of Maryland, seeing shades of Hidden One again here. Better Meeman the only one to close out the FC. That's going to be 4-2 for Massachusetts as they maintain their breakpoint advantage. So Maryland's going to have to look to secure their own next pick into a breakpoint to take things to tiebreaker. It is a bit of a question of where they want to go with this, as the Easy is banned, the Hidden 2 is banned. There's just No Mod 1, No Mod 4, and then a couple DTs. It's going to be a No Mod 4, which does make a good amount of sense after their success in the No Mod 3. Some techie control. It is quite flow heavy compared to Quals. Both of these teams did quite well on the Quals, so perhaps looking to secure some FCs in the Major League environment of FC or die.
Okay, here's the gameplay. We have all 6 players in the lobby. As some people might know, this No Mod 4 has plenty of alts and flow. Not as much tech. It kind of plays like a No Mod 3 even. We'll see one of the players going out. I didn't catch who it was.
Yeah. There is a little bit of aim control on the bursts. And it is kind of low BPM, 170. So if you're good enough, 170 is just alt. Once you get to like 7 stars or so, it's just alt. For the rosters, Serenthi making a lot of sense here. Also, it looks like we're going to be seeing Alua as he's hopefully going to do a little bit better than No Mod 3. I know he has been pushing the tech and alt a lot these days. So he should be quite well suited for this map. And he's going to be accompanied by the main core duo of Celatar and Serenthi. On the other side, it's going to be Zella once again for the control. Aim control, accompanied by Better Meeman and Sunny Bunny. Sunny Bunny, once again, no mod. And perhaps for Better Meeman, some of those reading skills transferring over into the aim control of this map. We are going to be getting into things.
Yeah, this is going to be do or die for Maryland. In 2 minutes, we'll find out if they survive. Hopefully they win their pick.
Yep, Luminaire by Red Side. It is only 2 minutes long, as you just mentioned. So we will be getting quickly into the meat of things after a short little intro here. Here's the build-up. Couple big bursts. Into the first Ki we go. We'll see how these players manage these quick snaps. A little bit of reading on the sliders, on the rhythms there as well.
Ooh, Alua finds a miss. And Serenthi.
Yeah, and Massachusetts will be the first to falter with those.
500k
All eyes.
and growing. Yeah, this map is already... Oh. Already a third done.
And there goes Celatar as well. And yeah, this is looking like another good pick from Maryland.
Score is going to be a million gap in a second. Or sorry, not. Sorry, just a million for Maryland. I don't know why I said gap.
Yeah, the gap is in the middle of our screen today. Or rather, not just today, but for this year. I know in previous years it's been the gap has been expressed either on the right or left side. But yeah, Maryland looking really comfortable on this one. All three players still holding on to their FCs. Big reverse slider, not gonna be catching on anyone out.
Yeah, honestly, most of these players are even hitting the slider end, so looks like just an unfortunate team break for Massachusetts. They're playing this map still pretty well, but it's gonna be another point for Maryland. They do win their pick. No triple FC though, but solid scores from everyone on that team.
Unfortunate drop, but we have already passed the when you see it score gap mark, far beyond 727k. And that is going to be a point secured for Maryland. Now, I did say things weren't looking amazing for the prospects of this match, but I suppose I was forgetting that this is best of 9 and you only need 3 good picks.
Yep.
And they seem to have found 2 with the No Mod 3 and the No Mod 4. And also finding a break point earlier in the Force Mod 1.
Solid.
So that will take them up to 3, and they still need 1 more break point to bring them to that tiebreaker. It's up to Massachusetts. Whatever they want to pick. Picking from No Mod 1, DT1, and DT2. Perhaps a little bit hesitant on the aim after the Force Mod 1, but on paper I do feel like Massachusetts has a really good aim lineup with Celatar Serenthi +1. Though perhaps Alua lacking proficiency on aim at the moment is going to be putting a dent into their ability to play raw aim super proficiently. Not waiting on the Massachusetts pick.
DT2.
It's gonna be the DT2. So DT2, actually, funny enough, the one map out of the remaining 3 where they didn't have a better score than Maryland in quals. No Mod
Really?
1 was 13th as opposed to 25th. DT1 was 11th as opposed to 14th. But DT2 was 26th as opposed to 8th.
Whoa.
Now that does tell a bit of a fake story, as DT2 Massachusetts, they got 2.2 mil as opposed to 2.7 mil for Maryland.
Yeah, but that was...
And it just so happens that there's like 20 or so teams in between 2.2 and 2.7 mil because the map is what the map is.
Pretty easy DT2 last week. I mean, we're at 5.8 stars here this week, and I would say this DT2 is just about as challenging. It does have some finger control. It is not nearly as straightforward as Windtail. I don't know if that's good or bad necessarily for Maryland. Not sure how they do on finger control, but that is worth mentioning.
Yeah, I think Zella is actually quite decent on finger control, at least at low SR. You know, given their skills as an alt player, these kinds of finger control, other sorts of finger control will come a little bit more naturally to them. But they're actually not going to be in the lobby. It's going to be Calico Cat, Sunny Bunny, and Hola Banana. At the moment, Calico Cat in for those tapping and DT mechanics. Hola Banana gonna be the fill, and I'm guessing there's just a little bit too much aim for Better Meeman to be super comfortable with FCing this. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have Celatar, Serenthi, and Yukayu, the 2-man mechanics core, accompanied by their new tapping spawn, is looking to be quite good for Massachusetts. This is quite different from Windtails. Lots of places where you can break, especially on some of these trickier rhythms, as we are getting right into the map. Nagai Yoru just over 6 stars, clocking in at 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Some 216 BPM finger control. Here we go into the first ki. Just a couple act drops at the moment. Nobody breaking combo yet. And despite some really low acts on the side of Massachusetts, they are matched by Maryland. And that's actually going to give them a slight advantage to Massachusetts as we go into the end of this first ki.
Yeah, this map
the
isn't
second
long
verse.
either. We're already a third of the way through. Only less than 2.5 minutes actually. But all players will. Oh!
Yeah, and there's a miss aim from Calico Cat on the back and forth.
These drops on the free combo. Some more finger control coming in here. Let's see if that miss will be traded.
Yeah, but this is starting to run really far in the direction of Massachusetts. 150k and counting still, and also that miss being right in the middle of the map. The worst place to miss for Calico Cat.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the lobby still holding on, and it could just be that one miss determining the fate of this match here. Massachusetts on match point, might I remind you.
Yeah.
Maryland fighting for their chance to stay in the upper bracket. There goes Whole Banana, however, and I think that might just be the door shut closed.
Yeah, Calico Cat seemingly just a random shit miss. He even hits the technical, you know, finger control part after. Meanwhile, Whole Banana kind of struggling on this last ki, but it's not going to make a difference anyway. That is going to be GG for Massachusetts. Maryland put up a good fight, but wasn't enough. Basically just choking in the early part of the match.
Yeah, they did bring it close. 5-3, but Massachusetts able to put it away in the end with an 800,000 score difference on this.
SSS.
And I believe that is a 3-way FC on the DT2.
Yeah.
That is quite a good team score. Massachusetts will be moving on in the upper bracket to the round of 16. Maryland going to be dropping to the lower bracket, of course. Continue their run. We'll see them back here next week, but we have a lot more matches coming your way tonight. One more in about an hour at 2 ETC. That's another Major League match. That is going to be Texas versus Utah at 2 ETC.
That. Okay.
Did they get the announcements?
They didn't hear what we just said. I gotta fix that.
All right. Well, we got
basically, another match in an hour right on this stream. The B stream has ended. But do they have? Okay, there's gonna be a match in about an hour on this channel, and then in 2 hours there will be one more match for the night, probably also on this channel. And
yes,
that'll be it. 2 more matches tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in a little over an hour.
Yep. See you guys there. Don't miss it.